How are we doing, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to another episode of My Team on F1. So, we're now in Bahrain. We had a great start to the season. Bahrain, we did fantastically well last season. However, here's a plot twist. I've changed the traction to medium. So this is going to be pretty tough for us. No flashbacks still, so we're going to learn the hard way. Any spins, any thrills, any spills are all going to be experienced. We are going to dive straight out onto the track though and see how we get on. 18 minutes I think is the first session, isn't it? It's normal qualifying, full qualifying as we have been doing recently, but the slight twist is we're on medium traction. This corner is going to be hell. Let's see how we get on as we come round the final bend here, and we will be taking over control of the car. Here we go. So hopefully you're all having a lovely weekend so far, and yeah, we'll see if we can brighten up your Sunday. Obviously, no racing today in real life. I'm hoping we can brighten up your day with some great racing from Bahrain. I honestly have no idea how we're going to do. I think we're up to something like 82 difficulty now, maybe 85. I honestly can't remember anymore. But yeah, Bahrain's an interesting track. It's not one of my best tracks, I have to say. And we are now on medium traction. Would have been fine if we're on controller. However, it's the first race where we're going to use medium traction on the wheel. So this is going to be a very interesting experience, that's for sure. Practice was hit and miss for me, I'd say. We spun a couple of times, had a few front wing repairs. Didn't have to retire though, luckily. So we'll have to wait and see how we do. I've also been out for a pub lunch on the day of recording. So yeah, that's been pretty good. So let's see how we get on. We're not putting in a fantastic lap so far, but we've only got to make it into top 16 territory to push through. Giovinazzi does a 1:29. That's quite quick actually, from what I can remember in practice. Although obviously I was carrying a lot of fuel in practice, so just have to see it. It's this kind of section here we can be very careful. As you know, if you've clipped this curb on the inside, you will know. Well, you will know what happens if you do touch it. It's not a nice curve to be getting friendly with. Here we go. We're coming round. What's it? 1:27 from Bottas. Wow. Okay then. Okay. These AIs are not messing about here already. They really are not messing about, and we're going to come in with a 1:27.7. So we're half a second behind Bottas. That should be enough for a very solid Q2 at least. Maybe even pushing through. We've already dropped down to 4th. Let's see how the time goes. We should do okay. I'm interested to see how Nick De Vries does, because he was very good in practice too. I think he came like 13th or something crazy. But obviously race pace, totally different. He is sat in 16th. He might just make Q2 if he's lucky. He's going to have to be very lucky. He's got Ocon behind him. We're up in 5th, so we're fine. Come on, Nick. Hold on. Come through to Q2. Someone just leapfrogged him then today. Did he make it? Ocon's gone above him, I'm sure. He's made it! Yes! Go on, Nick De Vries. He's beaten both the... both Williams, both Haas, and both for Alfa Romeo. So you got George Russell, Matsushita has actually beaten George Russell. I feel like George Russell has been done dirty on this game, I really do. Matsushita comes in 21st. Latifi, who's now Haas, remember. Then Magnussen, Giovinazzi, and Raikkonen. Nick De Vries is into session number 2 on qualifying. Big qualifier from Nick De Vries there, which is fantastic to see. Now, there's a hint of me possibly using mediums here, but I don't think it's a good idea. I think we'll probably end up with a 2-stop this season. Last season we did that fantastic 1-stop where we did mediums into hards. I think we came like 4th, one of our career best finishes. But I just don't see that happening this season, obviously with the difficulty level being a lot higher. We're on the wheel as well. And our car's definitely getting there. I think we've got about 6 things going on with R&D at the moment. So our car, I think for the next race, should be, if they all go through, our car should be absolutely insanely better. We should be definitely leapfrogging a few teams, which could be very exciting stuff indeed. Here we go then. Let's see. Session number 2, Q2. Can we get another good lap in? Doesn't look like we've got any traffic behind us. Nick's still in the pits as well. There is one car out in front of us there, but I'm not quite sure. It's a McLaren of someone's. A little bit of skid there. We're not doing too bad of medium. I did a lot of practice laps. To to kind of get used to the medium traction. It's all about the acceleration out the corners. You've got to get the car straight before you really go for it. So I'm hoping that's a purple first sector now. I don't know if that's from the whole session or just from Q2. Either way, that's a positive start to the lap. This corner always gets me. It's a bit like turn 3 in Austria, that one, because you're uphill as you accelerate, and it really, really gives you like a lot less traction when you accelerate out of it. So it will be interesting to see. Perez does a 1:28.7 to start the session. I'm sure there'll definitely be some quicker laps there, but depends if anyone decides to run on the mediums for the session at all. There's an Albon lap come in there that was pretty good as well, 1:28.0 I think it was. Did we do 1:27.7 I think in the first one? Gasly does a 1:27.8. So the speeds are picking up right now. The speeds are picking up. The times are getting a little bit quicker. Here we go then. We're coming round. We're looking a little bit slow this lap actually. We are looking, or are we actually? I don't know. 1:27.9. I think that should be enough for top 10. I think that should be enough for top 10. Let's have a little look and see, shall we? That's not a bad effort though. Not a bad effort at all. Let's have a look and see where we stand. We stand in 6th place right now. Kvyat, Ricciardo, Gasly are quicker than us. We're not looking fantastic. Nick hasn't gone out. I think we'll sim the time forward and see. Nick, I think, is going to be right down the bottom there. He's actually not too far off. We're sat in 7th. Are 3 cars going to go quicker than us? I don't think they will. I think we're going to stay in. I think we're going to stay in here. Everyone below us will go out, apart from Esteban Ocon, interestingly. Let's see where we end up. We do get 9th, which is great. So we've progressed through to qualifying 3. Nick De Vries does come 16th, but that's still good. He's now making it through to Q2. So we are improving as a team, which is great, because before he was like dead last. So that's good to see. We're 0.8 seconds roughly off the pace, but we're in 9th so far. We do make it through to qualifying session number 3. Great start to the season, guys. I think our car is competitive enough. Just like you can see there, we just about scraped through to session 3. So I think that's kind of where we want to be round about now. I mean, our car has improved a lot. I'll have to try and show you guys the R&D as well at some point, because, like I said, we're now above like 3 or 4 teams, and with the next set of upgrades, we should jump to about the 5th or 6th best team on the grid with that car. So I'm hoping that will make things even more exciting as we go forward. Maybe late this season, maybe we clinch a podium. I'm feeling Austria might be the target for a podium this season. Austria, maybe even Monza if we go powertrain and go for it. We'll have to see, because the powertrain is lacking behind a little bit compared to the others now, because we kind of shifted our focus because the chassis was so bad. We put a lot of R&D into like the chassis and the aero packages lately, which has been great because it's boosted those massively. A little bit of wheel spin up the hill there, which wasn't ideal. I always find that if you come over to the left here, you can avoid the curb and you can sometimes get a good run out. That was a terrible run out there, but sometimes you can get better run outs than that. They're probably in Q3 will probably put in more than 1 lap, I would imagine, because I doubt, unless this lap is absolutely phenomenal, which it doesn't feel like it so far. This corner here, you'll be very careful coming out of that corner, and I think that's where I'll lose some time. And maybe down here as well, but I can get quite late on the brakes in a way. But then again, it's see that was there. It's not good. Bit of wheel spin there. I tried to get on the power a bit too heavy, but that is something we're going to have to get used to. Playing with medium traction now is obviously we're not going to be sticking to the track as much. We should, in theory, be quicker, but it's obviously going to be riskier as well. I have no idea. There's a few purple times going up above me, but I'm really focused on my lap right here, and hopefully it's a good one. I don't think it's going to be fantastic. Vettel does a 1:26.8. Wow. Okay. I think this is going to be quite a slow lap, actually. This might be quite a bad lap, actually. Don't see this one being fantastic, but here we go. We're going to come across the line with a 1:28.3. Okay, that's not that good. 1:28.3. That's our slowest lap of all 3 sessions, actually. So I think we'll jump out and try and get another one in. You've got to be very quick in Q3, haven't you? We're actually down in 9th now. Just Ricciardo, who's quite slow compared to us. Let's see. Have we got another set of soft? They're the race softs, aren't they, though? They're the race softs. Probably not on. Well, I guess we'll just go. We'll just go with the same tyres, I guess. There we go. This is going to be our final attempt here. Final attempt at a solid lap. Let's see if we can get it. Come on. Here we go. Let's take control of the car and let's give it a go. This lap needs to be good. We're in P9 right now. Again, it's not terrible, but I think we might be able to push slightly higher than P9. That was quite a good exit there, so that should give us a little bit more speed coming into the straight. DRS is straight on. Hopefully, we're actually 0.03 down already, so...
We've only got 2 laps of fuel left.
A little bit of wheel spin. That's a bit of a dodgy corner coming out of there, but if you don't really go for it, don't really know what to expect, really. Okay, this lap looks a little bit better. We should get some speed. Yeah, look at the speed we gained out of the corner. We lost a little bit. That's actually a purple sector 1, which is actually perfect for what we need right now on this lap. We need a good lap here if we're going to climb anywhere out of this. It's a terrible corner there. Might get some speed out the corner though. Again, look at the delta. It's all about the corner exit, guys. Remember that. Slow into the corner and fast out, because you gain most of your time with the speed coming out the corner. Look at this again. Look at this time. This is going to be a great lap if we can hold it. This is going to be a fantastic lap. Broke a little bit too early there on that one and a little bit close to the curb. Now we've just got to dodge this curve and we'll be fine. We'll take it a little bit wider. There we go. A little bit wider. A little bit late on the brakes there. Just a green sector. Still looking positive. Looking very positive though. Chance here to produce a great lap with 7/10 already better. 0.7 better already. Let's see if we can produce a good final corner. Good speed out the corner. This is going to be a good lap. Oh, what's this? Like 3/4 of a second quicker. And we jump to 6th. There you go. There you go. We might try for another lap, you know. We'll see how the delta goes as we progress around the track here. No skidding there, so that should help us up the hill. We are slowly gaining. We'll try it. It's going to be a risky one. Try and go quite deep on that corner there. Get a good send down there. Losing a little bit of time. Our exit out of that corner was perfect last time, though, it has to be said. That was better, though. This is the thing, the more laps you do on a track, the better you get at the circuit, for sure. Look at this, we're slowly improving. It's going to be a tight one, though, as if we actually do improve the time or not, but that was quite a nice exit as well. We're already 3/10 up already, again. We should be 4 by the end of the straight. That was better, we broke way later that time. Nice, we didn't hit too close to the curb. Now we've got to avoid this one. We're nearly 6/10 up again here. This is a great lap. This is a fantastic lap, actually. Oh, half a second quicker, but we're slow out of that corner. Not too slow, though. Should be half a second quicker still here, guys. Could be interesting. This could be a fiery lap here for the qualifying. Ah, a bit of a skid out of the corner, but we're quicker, just about. 4/10 off again, here we go. P2, come on, with 47 seconds to go, guys. We hit P2. We might be on the front row of the grid. We might actually be front row of the grid. This could be insane. And it looks like we're going to hold second on the grid, guys. Are we getting second on the grid? That's an epic performance. Yes! Second on the grid. Can you believe it, guys? Front row. Oh, front row of the grid in Bahrain. Can you believe it? Oh, my Lord. That gives us a great chance as well. We're 5th in the championship, obviously, right now, due to the points we scored. Oh, my Lord. Second. That's amazing. I'll tell you what, it's amazing how much quicker you can get if you change the traction. And as soon as you get on top of the traction, you will propel yourself up the leaderboard. So do try and use that yourself if you can. What a session in qualifying. We start on the front row of the grid in Bahrain. We'll see you for the race in the next video. You're not going to want to miss it, because this start we could be in with a chance to lead a Grand Prix for a little bit of time. See you there.